J.D. Dellinger marking off the steps with Kamari Thompson back deep. The 96 all-time meeting between these two programs, and they play for the Cannon Trophy. Our first trophy game is underway here in Champaign, Illinois. Thompson. And he is tripped up shy of the 20-yard line at the 18. So no Brandon Peters, no Isaiah Williams, and here is the third stringer, the sophomore from California, Matt Robinson, who did start 2 games last year when Peters was injured.
Yeah, he did, and he started against Michigan and Northwestern. Actually had to go in the game against Minnesota. He was 42 of 77 a year ago, 475 yards and a touchdown, then 1 touchdown going against Michigan. And he's more of a dual threat guy. I wonder, Rod Smith, the offensive coordinator, saw some quarterback runs with Peters a week ago, be successful. I wonder if he'll do the same with Robinson.
Chase Brown in the backfield, and Chase Brown gets the first carry. Offensive coordinator Rod Smith said you will see more of Chase Brown today after just 3 carries and 12 yards last week against Wisconsin.
And how important is the start for Illinois this week? Last week they fumble on the second play of the game. You got to just get into a rhythm if you're on offense for Illinois early in this game.
First throw coming up for Robinson. And he's going to try to escape the pocket, and he's brought down by George Karlaftis, the stud sophomore for the Boilermakers. Talked about the shuffle up front with no Doug Kramer at center. That'll be something to track all afternoon.
Yeah, absolutely. When they're fully healthy, they have the most starts combined amongst the O-line in the Big Ten. Well, that goes out the window when you talk about the shuffling, and really the depth comes into question if any one of these guys starting right now goes out.
On 3rd down and 7, Robinson again with nowhere to go. And now he swings it out to his tight end, Daniel Barker. And Barker is able to haul it in for a big first down reception.
Let's make sure he gets a foot down inbounds here. That right toe is dragging, and that's a nice job by Matt Robinson. You mentioned a sophomore, his 3rd start. He keeps his eyes downfield as he rolls out. Makes a nice completion for the first down.
And Robinson's going to go again to Brown, and Brown is hit and met rudely by Derek Barnes, the linebacker. He's one of the good ones on that side for this Bob Diaco-led defense, along with Karlaftis and Neal. They've got some stronger players probably back than they did last year.
Yeah, they do, and I really love their linebacker core. Jalen Alexander, Derek Barnes, Jalen Graham. Those guys fly around with the football.
Some flying to the football there as Barker gets taken down by senior safety. Thieneman, a lot of experience and a lot of depth in that Purdue secondary.
Yeah, and I know that they're expecting a lot out of Thieneman as well as Cam Allen, but Corey Trice, magnificent sophomore out there. Watch out for him today.
Illinois converted last time on 3rd and 7. They're going to try to do it again, and they do it again indeed. Good poise by Matt Robinson, finding his top target, Josh Imatorbhebhe, who had 3 catches to lead the team last week against Wisconsin.
And great protection that time by that offensive line. We mentioned it. They held up against a 5-man rush and gave Robinson time.
And this offense wanting to move quickly after the fake handoff and incompletion in the direction of Brian Hightower. But Matt Robinson certainly has a safety blanket in Imatorbhebhe. Last week, Peters threw it to him 10 times, but that Wisconsin defense couldn't let him get going.
Yeah, and sometimes I felt that Brandon tried to force the issue, force it to your stud wide receiver out there, and had some guys open. Offensive coordinator Rod Smith said that, you know, he missed some reads, but early on, Robinson's doing a nice job trying to distribute the football, and it's important that he stays calm early in this first drive.
Here on the ground, Mike Epstein. So we saw Brown, and now the junior Mike Epstein, who fumbled on his first carry last week and was very frustrated about it. Hangs on to it here, but gets a very short gain.
3rd and 9 for the Illini.
Third down. Pay attention to that guy right there. Karlaftis.
So I'll make one big tackle already. Coming off the edge, but the pocket's pretty clean. Robinson, though, going to take off, and he is dropped by Derek Barnes. 27th career start for the senior, such an impact player on that side of the football, and that's going to force Illinois to punt.
Derek Barnes right here in the middle is just spying Robinson. He's waiting, approaches the line of scrimmage. Boom, where's my angle? Go and attack the football, runs inside out, is able to get Robinson down.
2019, he was kind of a defensive end linebacker hybrid. Now they've got him in his more natural position in this 3-4 Bob Diaco defense. Blake Hayes boots it away. And TJ Sheffield is going to let this one bounce over his head and into the end zone. They tried to save it, but oh, they could. They did save it. No, it's a touchback, yeah. It was a late signal, but that is the touchback indeed. And just to clarify, another look. A valiant effort as Beeson tried to flip it back, but Purdue will bring it out at the 20-yard line. Today's Auto Owners Insurance Impact Players.
Yeah, we talked about David Bell in the open and his success here, trying to have a 5th straight 100-yard game. Milton Wright, head coach Jeff Brom said he really jumped off the screen watching the game from home last week. And on defense for Illinois, it's good to see Jake Hansen back. 7 forced fumbles a year ago. And Roderick Perry on the inside. Had a 4th down opportunity deep in Purdue territory. And you had him at 3rd down and long. With your defense on the field and an opportunity to get the ball back, there were positives for Illinois. But like I said, there's no moral victory, right? If you're Purdue, a win is a win. It wasn't the most pretty thing there in the second half, but you're happy to go back to West Lafayette with the W, sitting at 2-0.
Going back with the Cannon Trophy after losing last year at home 24-6. Purdue gets the 31-24 victory. Aidan O'Connell, the former walk-on, 376 yards through the air. As we go down to Rick Pizzo with Jeff Brom.
Hey, Jeff, obviously a ton of confidence in your quarterback and in your top wide receiver. Take me through that play call on that game-sealing reception.
Well, fortunately for us, when you have a guy like David Bell and when you have a quarterback that throws pretty well, we said, you know what, we're going to go down throwing the ball to our main guy. And, you know, they did a good job. They tightened some things up. They got some turnovers on us. We got some yards on our defense and made a good comeback. So credit to Illinois. But at least our guys hung in there hard. They played to the end, and we found a way to get a 1st down there at the end, which was huge. What
was the best aspect of Aidan's performance today?
One more time.
Best aspect of Aidan's performance today.
One more time.
Aidan O'Connell, best aspect of his performance
today.
Well,
he hangs in there, and he plays hard. He's got great poise, great composure, works his tail off. You know, our team rallies around him, and he just finds a way to make enough plays. So credit to him for the hard work he's put in. He's done a tremendous job for us, and you know, congratulations to Aidan.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
So Aidan O'Connell able to find David Bell, and Purdue, you might say, saved by the bell there on the big catch late in the 4th quarter. And Rick is with the quarterback, Aidan O'Connell.
All right, Brandon, thank you. Aidan, a terrific performance highlighted by that last throw. Take me through what you saw on that catch by David Bell.
Yeah, it was just straight vert routes across the board, and you know, that kid's pretty special. So I picked him, and he made a great play for me like he always does. It's just a great team win. Proud of the defense, proud of the special teams, proud of offense. Everybody played really well, and just proud of these guys.
Obviously, some dicey moments late in this game. Take me through the emotional back and forth of having that 21-point lead and watching it go away.
Yeah, it's I won't lie, it's nerve-wracking, but you know, we just kept faith in each other, and that's what we've been preaching for this whole season, really. Just a special team that loves each other, and defensively and offensively are really playing together and feeding off each other. So great job by our defense, great job by everyone else on the offense. Really proud of our team.
Lastly, how good does it feel to be 2-0?
It's great. It's a great feeling. It's the first time in a while at Purdue, I believe. So, I mean, it's unbelievable. It just goes to show great coaches, great support staff, great players.
Aidan, congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Aidan, you're right. It's the first time the Boilers have been 2-0 since 2007. Must feel pretty good. A victory over Iowa, and then here today over the Illinois Fighting Illini. And that will do it from Memorial Stadium. 31-24 is your final coming up. Dave and the gang breaking down all of today's action on the big football postgame presented by State Farm. For James Laurinaitis, Rick Pizzo, and Dean Blandino, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying happy Halloween and so long from Champaign.